Mangalagiri and Hyderabad ready to sponsor for super specialists, says Doctor of AIIMS Professor Dr. Enhancement. Tour operators demand Manipur governor to permit free arrival PAP for foreign tourists. Orange Festival to be held from December 17 to 19 at Tamenglong. Five accused in Juvin guard death. All cases get 14 days judicial custody after virtual court appearance. Himanta slams misuse of Assam tech, alleges Birla to Sena extorting money from Sadia to Dubri. ULFA I Qatar surrenders before Tinsukia police had earlier links with NSCNI. And this with Moina 2.0 driving Assam goals towards education and empowerment, says Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Good evening and welcome to ELITETV English Primetime English News. This is SENJAM JOYSHREE giving you the news in details. Director of AIIMS Mangalagiri and Hyderabad, Professor Dr. Enhancement has said that all are set to sponsor for super specialist doctors. He said this during an exclusive interview with our news editor during his recent visit in Manipur. Talking to ELITETV News, Professor Asanta further said in the state of Manipur, many doctors of different categories have been produced abundantly. However, there is a lack of super specialist doctor. Therefore, he proposed for sponsor for super specialists in the meeting of AIIMS, and all are set to execute.
Under the Board of Governors and the Institute Body meeting that in Hapsele, the sponsor programs. Government sponsor Agati, the DM that MC system, the facilities, when a Kayumba, when a Mayam competition over the top, or other Gati online send me at them. The government sponsor Agati. Sige a queen and the Hapsele. Sige Hapsele Pasilation with the award per labor like neurosurgery Nikandi, neurology Nikandi, when a government tie up to Ragati, sponsor Ragati, Masinkara in Galagati, public in Waviam.
AIIMS and all are set to execute it. On the other hand, when asked about the differences of being director of RIMS and director of AIIMS, Professor Santa further said, "It is indeed proud moment for being appointed as director of AIIMS among the lakhs of population in India." He also said the difference is quite experienced.
All India, the all India Institute of Medical Sciences, India, recognized over the Amhangale. Particularly South India, the Hojiki Mangan, Ihalan, all India Institute of Medical Science, Hyderabad to South India. So Manipur, South India, the Manipur Machaman in a director of Siam Choktok Sunning Highway, the
Moreover, the director also mentioned that the engine of RIMS had already started. He believed that it will run smoothly and the institute has acknowledged in India at present.
Generators holding either Darkali. Once Ungradi, my Putoke Madonda, and the Ahambegi Rimski inner surname. The generator potential in the Amlayo. Kanam no Sanga Ahame Energium the Karadarkali. Nigrim the Swain Saman and High. Nigrim visit 1986 the Horominevco. In 2007, the Satagan, the one of
Two operators in Manipur have appealed to Governor Ajay Kumar Valla to allow foreign tourists to apply for protected area permits before their arrival in India, aiming to boost international tourism in the state. According to a Raj Bhavan statement, a delegation led by H. Radhakrishnan Sharma stayed in charge of the Indian Association of Tour Operators. Manipur submitted a memorandum to the governor on Monday outlining the difficulties faced in securing PABs for foreign visitors. The association proposed that PAB applications be processed during visa issuance in the traveler's home country and suggested authorizing recognized tour operators and IATO members to apply on behalf of their clients. Governor Vala took note of the concerns and appreciated the association efforts to promote sustainable tourism in Manipur. The central government had reimposed the protected area permit system in Manipur and two neighboring states in December 2024 due to security concerns. Dr. L. Angsim Dangswa, IAS Deputy Commissioner Tamenglong, today chairs the meeting for the upcoming 80th Orange Festival at the conference hall. Mini Secretary Tamenglong headquarters for ensuring smooth conduct of the festival. The meeting was attended by key officials including SP Tamenglong Lanmio Luikham, D. Maidenbui, MCS SDO Tamenglong, Chief Executive Officer of ADC Tamenglong, Kasamtai F. Gangmei, MCS KS Hitler DFO Tamenglong, and various district level officials of the Tamenglong district. Chairman of the Orange Festival, Dr. L. Angsim Dangswa IAS, informed that the festival will be held in the month of December 17 to 19. Altogether, 22 subcommittees were formed for the smooth preparation and the successful organization of the Orange Festival. The chairman of the Orange Festival informed the gathering to work diligently and sincerely for the grand success of the festival. This year, the 3-day festival includes contests for the best farmer for the orange growers, Orange Queen contest, camping and adventure in different tourist spots, musical night, Tamenglong Got Talent, seminar for orange growers, etc. To be good in academics, you don't have to give up on sports or other activities. We should try to build a well-rounded personality, said Deputy Commissioner of Bishnupur, Puja Ilangbom, while addressing the opening ceremony of the annual Games and Sport Meet 2025 at Loyola School, Lamlangpui, Bishnupur, sneaking as the chief guest. The Deputy Commissioner emphasized the importance of developing a strong sense of sportsmanship. The idea is to always give your best. Sometimes you may win or lose, but you must learn to accept both with grace and gratitude. She remarked. Puja Ilangbom further highlighted the value of learning from failure, encouraging students to support and motivate peers who may not have achieved success. Carry this lesson into adulthood, she advised, adding the winning is not as important as participating. Encouraging students to make the most of their school years, the DC said, instill the spirit of friendship, teamwork, and helping each other through every game and match. This is a valuable learning opportunity. There are moments you will not get back. Participate in as many activities as possible and stay healthy, because without good health, you cannot study or work effectively. Mental health also depends on physical well-being. As part of the inaugural program, Puja Ilangbom inspected the March past contingents, lit the tours, and officially declared the annual Games and Sport Meet 2025 open. Also present at the event were the principal of Loyola School, teachers, and parents of the students. Changes in land use, including agriculture, settlement, and shifting cultivation, are directly degrading the water quality of the rivers feeding into Loktak Lake, one of the India's most iconic freshwater ecosystem and a designated Ramsar site in Manipur, threatening both biodiversity and the livelihood of local communities, a study by Nagaland University has found. Loktak Lake, home to 132 plant species and 428 animal species, support hydropower generation, fisheries, transport, and tourism. However, in recent decades, the lake has been listed under the Montrex record, a global warning list for wetland undergoing serious ecological damage. Reduced fish population, rising pollution levels, and increased sedimentation have emerged as major concerns. A Ramsar site is a wetland designated to be of international importance under the Ramsar Convention on Wetland, signed in 1971 in Ramsar, Iran. Such sites are recognized by their ecological significance, particularly for supporting biodiversity and providing critical habitat for water flow. The study published in the International Journal of Environment and Pollution highlights pressing environmental challenges arising from agriculture and run-off, human settlements and shifting cultivation that are directly affecting river water quality in the region. Five individuals accused in connection with singer Jovin Jar's death case were produced virtually before the Judicial Magistrate Court on October 27 and remanded to 14 days of judicial custody. The accused are Northeast India Festival chief organizer Syankanu Mahanta, Gar's manager Siddhartha Sharma, his cousin and police officer Sandipan Gar, and personal security officers Nandeswar Bora and Paris Baiswa. They were appeared through video conferencing as their judicial custody period ended yesterday. The virtual production was necessitated as October 28 is Chhat Puja, a public holiday preventing physical court proceeding. The court had previously remanded them to judicial custody on 15 October, following which they were lost in Baksa jail. The transfer to the facility took place amid tight security arrangement after violent protests erupted in the area. The protest resulted in 9 arrests, with Baksa Senior Superintendent of Police Ujjal Pratim Bora stating that additional suspects have been identified. Protesters had hurled stones at vehicles transporting the accused and set fire to several other vehicles, injuring police personnel and media personnel. 2 other individuals arrested in the case, Gar's band's member Jyoti Goswami and Amrit Prava Mahanta, were remanded to judicial custody the next day and sent to half-long prison in Dima Hasao district. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has issued a strong warning against individuals misusing the Assam tag in their respective names to run organizations and create unrest across Lower Assam. Addressing a press conference, Dr. Sarma alleged that some suspicious persons have been exploiting the name Assam for personal gain and illegal activities. Referring specifically to Bir Lassi Sena, the Chief Minister said the group has been involved in extortion, demanding money from Saja to Dubri. He criticized the emergence of what he called a donation culture in Assam and asserted that the government would not tolerate any attempt to disrupt public order or malign the state's name through such activities. Dr. Sharma further stated that law enforcement agencies have been instructed to take firm action against anyone found collecting money or threatening individuals in the name of social organization. Himanta Biswa Sarma on October 27 issued a stern warning against the Veer Lassi Sena, stating that the government is seriously considering stringent action, including a potential ban against the outfit accused of intimidation, extortion, and creating public disorder across the state. Addressing the media in Guwahati, CM Sarma said Bir Lassi Sena has been creating a disturbing atmosphere in the name of cultural activities and donation drives. They are also accusing environmental damage. If necessary, we may have to consider a ban, just like in the case of ULFA. Without naming anyone directly, the Chief Minister hinted that certain individuals associated with the organization are already under the scanner of law enforcement. I am not taking my names, but action will follow. He added firmly, signaling the state growing intolerance towards disruptive elements operating under social or cultural banners. He reiterated his government's commitment to upholding peace, order, and accountability across Assam. An active cadre of the banned militant outfit United Liberation Front of Assam, independent self-styled SS Corporal Samiran Chetia, also known as Pravin Assam, surrendered before Tinsukia police on October 28. According to police sources, the operation was carried out jointly by Tinsukia police and security forces following specific intelligence about the cadres present in the area. The operation led to his voluntary surrender without any chance of fire. Preliminary investigations revealed that Chetia, a resident of Zagun in Tinsukia district, had joined the ULFAI in 2022. Before joining the outfit, he was reportedly associated with the National Socialist Council of Nagaland. Security officials stated that the surrender marks another success in the ongoing counter-insurgency efforts in Upper Assam, where intensified operation and continuous engagement initiatives have prompted several militants to lay down arms in recent months. Police sources added that Chetia's surrender is expected to yield crucial intelligence regarding the group's current network and movements along the Assam-Arunachal border. Further interrogation and debriefing are underway. The Tripura government has taken a series of decisions, including 2 schemes for women and girls and establishment of a new women college. Speaking at a press conference on Tuesday, October 28, Tripura Cabinet spokesperson and Transport Minister Sushantak Chaudhary said that the Cabinet, in its meeting yesterday, decided on the formation of the Tripura Women Entrepreneurs Policy. The Industry Department has been promoting entrepreneurship through a single window system for women empowerment, especially for women from rural areas and girls with SHGs or others. This policy has been formed to encourage them further. A maximum loan of ₹1 crore can be provided to women for entrepreneurship, and a 35% subsidy will be given. Lakpati Didi can also avail this benefit, said the minister. He further informed that the Social Welfare and Social Education Department has taken a decision to launch a new scheme, Mukhyamantri Balika Samriddhi Yojana, under which if 2 baby girls are born in an AAY family, ₹50,000 will be fixed for each, which the parents can use after 18 years of the daughter. The minister also informed that a decision has been taken to establish a new women's college at Nalchar under the Safahizala district by the Higher Education Department. He said the Cabinet has also approved a proposal for filling up 104 manager posts, electrical, mechanical and civil, grade A and B under the Tripura State Electrical Corporation Limited. The posts will be filled through examination. Let's have a short commercial break.
Khudingmakna tingzang kaizang dana lairaba matamdata chaukat Bharat amadi shem sabadu mapung faragani.
माताओं बहनों बेटियों उनका जीवन पीढ़ियों को प्रभावित करने वाला, पीढ़ियों का निर्माण करने वाला जीवन होता है। एक बेटी का सामर्थ्य, उसकी शिक्षा, उसका कौशल सिर्फ परिवार ही नहीं, समाज की, राष्ट्र की
इकाई खुमना जरीब प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लुचिंग मखादा नुपी सिंगी हकचेल फना थमनबगिदमक्ता अकनब कैंपेन अमा लैबाक सिनब थुंगना पांगथोकले। स्वस्थ नारी सशक्त परिवार तिंजंग काइजंग दब नुपी पांगल लैब इमुंग मसीगी मखादा लैबा सिनब थुंगना हकचेल कैंपेन सिंग पांगथोकजगनी। कैंपेन अशिगा पुनशिन हंदुना लिपान शुभ न्यूट्रिशन मन असिसु होदो। अमदी प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना दा अप्लाई तौनबगिदमक अखनब रजिस्ट्रेशन पाइखटलगनी। अकुप्प मरोलगिदमक अदोमगी अनक्पा आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर, कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटर, सरकारी हॉस्पिटल अमदी अंगनवाड़ी सेंटर का तानबी। तिंजंग काइजंग दबनुपी पांगल लैबा इमुंग मशीनी चौकट भारत अमगी युमफम।
अयहांगना ताइबंग खोंगदा जरखिबसे कुमजाली सिंगमगा समापल हुमफुद्रा 1970 मास के कुनिपाल लमतागिना कुनमाथोय निपानबा थांग जनमित के अयुक पुंग मापंदा ayah taibang phaurakhi
lol leijaba phije leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurup se amukta di ningkha tamna lining mikha pondaba chu oirasi
soikiba khongthang amada syringe sama share tawmina kibana hepatitis B amadi C changloi haipa leite mai kasi yauraba yetum syringe share tawmina badagi leina asi sandoi aduga loina loina B amasung C asi leina asiga sagonana hingliba miyoi singa haktin narubadagi amasung mamadagi machada sandoi ayambana layong asi liver dagi fudoraktriba fawba khangba ngamde
report ki matungina hepatitis C positive oire adubu phajana laying abadi tha ahum dagina tha taru phawbi manungda irai laina fahanba ngamlaban
oh treatment to di fani haba
hoi adubu laina asinga thoknabagi hauju phawbi oina vaccine chingba adu leitri laying duna faraba miyoi singdasu hepatitis C asigi immunity leitaba maramna karinguba matungda adomna yetum syringe share tominarabadi amuk hana narakani
adumoinamak IDU singna hepatitis B digi ngakthoknaba vaccine asi kapthokpigadabani amasung yetum syringe share toroidabani
kusemgi har hantha handona pothoki chang hengad hannaba kandarabala umasalni
रसायन की हार यामना हापीबा मखै पोथोक हेंगतकनी हाइबगी अरानबा वाखलोना लबुक्ता हापचुनकीबा हार मयाम अदु पांबीना चुपकपदि ngamhauda
अरेंबदा लेफक लेसागी असिनबे हेंगत हंदुना पांबीदा लैना तिना ताहली अकोइबगी फिवम सुमोरसिलहल्ली लोफम की दरकार रोइबा रसायन की हार चादा कुंथ्रा की चांगदा हंथानबा ngamba पोथोक सु चादा यांखै की चांगदा हेंगथनबा कानरबा लौ मचलमनी साई पावर प्लस द योरबा फर्मेंटेड मेटर मदे ऑर्गेनिक कार्बन सिंगबा मसल मयामना लैसादा लेबा हिंकुप सिंगी मसिनजा कमदि मपांगल लोइदुना मखोइगी मथौ सिंग न्यूशितगी नाइट्रोजन चुपसिनबा लैसादा नपसिनदुना लेरंबा फोस्फेट मदि पोटास न चिंगबा पांबीगी मरादा फंगंदुना पिजरपदगी हार सिंग असि हंथहल्ली यूरिया द साई पावर प्लस तोलगा अमुक्तंग लोफम द साई थोपियो इशामकना कानबसिंग सोइदना उबिगनी
साई पावर से पुथोरप कंपनी से आई थागनिंगे यूरिया किलो 35 दा साई पावर से बतल मचा अनि से यालगा तोखाइनरगा चाइबने मागी मगुन से साई पावर न हेंकलली से मचा यामना पोकपा अदगी दे महै यामना चुंबा अने मो मचा पोलपसु सम्मानना सालकागा महै यालनबा सिद माबु आइना थागनिंगे साई पावर की मगुन से
Welcome back again. Tripura Mota Party Sip Pratyot Kishore Manika Devarma on October 27 expressed confidence that Union Home Minister Amit Shah would soon provide a lasting solution to the long-pending Tripura issue. Speaking at the party program at Rabindra Bhavan, Devarma said he has immense respect for Shah and believes the Home Minister will address the concern of the indigenous Tripura community. The TMP had earlier signed a tripartite agreement with the centre and the Tripura government in March 2024 aimed at ensuring the overall development of the Tripura people. The agreement was signed in the presence of Shah in New Delhi. Devarma clarified that the party's alliance with the BJP was finalized in New Delhi, not at the state level. He cautioned against spreading baseless rumors about the partnership, saying it would serve no purpose. Taking a dig at the BJP, Devarma mocked the party's recent claims about indigenous voters joining its rank. They said 6,400 voters is joined the BJP at Mungyakamaki in Khowai and at Takarjala in West Tripura. Another 339 joined later. If this trend continues, the Tripura population will reach 1.5 crore in 3 to 4 months. He quipped, Tripura's tribal population currently stands at around 14 lakh. Devarma added, I don't blame them for showing exaggerated figures. They need to present something to Delhi to prove their base in tribal areas has grown. So they say there is no need to continue the alliance with Tripura Mota. He also criticized the state government for delaying elections to the village committees under the Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council, pointing out that tribal areas have not seen democratic polls for the past 10 years. Expressing displeasure pleasure over a separate issue, Debarma said he was disappointed that Rasmata Bibu Kumari Devi, wife of late Kirit Bikram Kishore Manikya, was not invited to the inauguration of the redeveloped Ma Tripureshwari temple by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on September 22. Molai police, assisted by the special operation team, detained 5 people suspected to be Bangladeshi national at the ISBT junction in Molai, Mawyong. The group included 2 women. Police identified the detainees as MD Fazid Bilul of 47, Lilipa Begum of 40, Mosammab Jahana Khatun of 35, MD Alamgir Mia of 25, and MD Imamul Hassan of 18. Investigators said the 5 have traveled from Srinagar and were believed to be on their way to Bangladesh through Shillong. Following a tip of officers stopped a tourist taxi registration number ML05S1358 at the ISBT junction for inspection. The occupants were unable to show any valid passport or travel permits during questioning. East Khasi Hills Superintendent of Police Vivek Siem confirmed that the suspects were taken into custody and a case has been registered at Molai Police Station. Authorities are now probing their route of travel and possible local links. The 5 were presented before a local court on October 27 evening as a part of ongoing legal procedures. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said he discussed Australia's critical minerals deals with the United States and the hostile maneuvers of the Chinese war plan during a positive meeting on Monday with Chinese Premier Li Qiang. Albanese and China's second most senior leader held a bilateral meeting in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on the sidelines of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. Once again, it was a positive meeting. Albanese told reporters of his 7th meeting with Lee, "This is a relationship that has improved, that establishing," Albanese added. China has removed a series of officials and unofficial trade barriers since Albanese's center-left government was first elected in 2022. The barriers imposed in 2020 when Beijing banned minister-to-minister bilateral contacts had cost Australian exporter up to $13 billion a year. Albanese said he and Lee had discussed the Australian leaders' visit to the US last week, during which they and US President Donald Trump signed a USD $8.5 billion critical minerals deal. The US is eyeing Australia's rich rare earth resource at a time when China is imposing tougher rules and exporting its own critical minerals abroad. We talk about the relationship with the US. I clearly have indicated the success of my visit to the United States, and we talk in a common way about it was a good thing that President Trump and President Xi Jinping are having a meeting over the next little period. Albanese said. Albanese did not directly answer when a reporter asked if Lee had expressed an opinion on the US-Australia minerals pact. US President Donald Trump arrived in Tokyo Monday afternoon to begin his 2-day official working visit to Japan. The second leg of his 3-nation Asia trip, Trump is scheduled to meet Emperor Naruhito and also hold the US-Japan summit meeting with the new Japanese Prime Minister Sane Takaichi. Japan's landmark building, including Tokyo Skytree, Tokyo Tower, and Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, welcomed Trump to Japan by special lightning inspired by the Star-Spangled Banner. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow and having a fruitful discussion on how we can further strengthen our great alliance. Special lightning honoring President Trump's visit is now illuminating landmarks across Tokyo. Takaichi posted on X after the US President's arrival. This is Trump's 4th visit to Japan as president and first since June 2019. President Trump's visit to Japan is an extremely meaningful opportunity to further strengthen the Japan-US alliance, and the government of Japan wholeheartedly welcomes President Trump's visit to Japan. Read an earlier statement issued by Japan's Foreign Ministry on October 25. Takaichi, who was visiting Kuala Lumpur to attend the Asian-related summit meeting, held a telephone talk with Trump as the two leaders confirmed that they will cooperate to elevate the Japan-US alliance to even greater heights. Takaichi has stated that strengthening the Japan-US alliance is a top priority for Japan's foreign and security policies. Prime Minister Takaichi also stated that Japan is an essential partner of the United States in the Indo-Pacific region and that she hopes to work together to realize a free and open Indo-Pacific. She also expressed her respect for President Trump's leadership in realizing the recent agreement in the Middle East. The Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated after the call. Trump noted that Takaichi was a great friend of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who was fatally shot during a campaign speech in 2022. Abe was a great friend of mine, as you know. Trump said he liked her a lot. She liked him a lot. So that's a good sign. I look forward to meeting her. According to Japan's leading Kyodo news agency, Takaichi's priority to boost Japan's defense capabilities and step up cooperation with the United States in strategic areas are likely to resonate with Trump. Russia's threat of nuclear power missile that is claimed can't be stopped by air defenses reflect Moscow's determination to look out for its security interests. A Kremlin official said Monday after the United States and European countries increased pressure on President Vladimir Putin to negotiate an end to the invasion of Ukraine. US President Donald Trump said Putin should focus on making a peace deal, not testing missiles. Little is known about Russia's Burevestnik missile, which the NATO military alliance has codenamed Skyfall. Putin appeared Sunday in an official video wearing camouflage fatigues to hear Russia's Chief of General Staff report that the missile had covered 14,000 kilometers, 1,700 miles in a test. The news came after a week that saw tough new US sanctions prepared for Russia's key oil and gas sector and new European commitments of military aid to the Ukraine. Russia is consistently working to ensure its own security, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said when asked whether the missile announcement was a response to the sanction and a signal to the West. Ensuring security is a vital issue for Russia, especially against the backdrop of the militaristic sentiment that we are currently hearing, primarily from the Europeans, Peskov told reporters. Trump, speaking to reporters on an official trip from Kuala Lumpur to Tokyo, said Putin's talk about missiles was not appropriate. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Monday criticized the Trump administration for changing its approach. After talks with Putin in Alaska in August, Trump said he wanted an agreement on long-term peace and did not insist on a prior ceasefire, but now he has changed his mind. Lavrov told Hungary's Ultra Hung YouTube channel now all they are talking about is an immediate ceasefire. This is a radical change. Lavrov said Trump's sanction decision with the punitive measures possibly coming into effect by November 21 has raised the stake in first to stop the fighting. As Russia and Ukraine assess next step, they also sought out allies. Lavrov was hosting his North Korean counterpart Choi Son-hui for talks in Moscow. Pyongyang has sent thousands of troops as well as artillery and missiles to support Russia's invasion of Ukraine. For ELITETV News Channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we bind up, let's have the headlines again. AIIMS, Mangalgiri and Hyderabad ready to sponsor for super specialists, said Director of AIIMS Professor Dr. Enhancement. Tour operators demand Manipur governor to permit free arrival pack for foreign tourists. Fortin Orange Festival to be held from December 17 to 19 at Tamenglo. Five accused in Jubin Guard Dash case get 14 days judicial custody after virtual court appearance. Himanta slammed misuse of Assam tag, alleges Birla Chisena extorting money from Sanjay to Dubri. ULF AI cadre surrenders before Tinsukia police had earlier links with NSCN. And News in Moina 2.0 driving Assam's girls toward education and empowerment, says Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. That's all for today. Thank you again for being with us.